Hey, this is the Review Junkie, and today I'll be reviewing the new slasher horror, Founders Day. As always, my review will be illustrated and the artwork is done by myself. And if you like movies, art, and comic books, please hit that subscribe button because all my reviews are hand drawn, and I like to get to 1,000 subscribers soon so my channel can be official. This movie stars Naomi Grace, Devin Druid, William Russ, Amy Hargraves, Catherine Curtin, Amelia McCarthy, Jace Bartok, and Adam Wepler. It is written and co-directed by Eric and Carson Blomquist. This is a non-spoiler review, so everything I discuss will have been shown in the trailer. Absolutely no spoilers. I'll tell you briefly about the plot, the characters, my pros and cons, final thoughts, and if this is worth checking out at your local movie theater. So this was the Monday mystery movie at my local cinema, and I never saw a trailer prior, so my review, my enjoyment, and score is purely based on the fact that I went in blind. The plot involves a small town. It's an election year for mayor. Cool setup, right? Anyways, a teenage couple played by Naomi and Olivia are alone one night, and the masked killer dressed up like a deranged judge from the 1800s with a white wig shows up, and you can probably guess what happens next. Yeah, a series of killings start to occur. And I know you didn't see that one coming. The killings are all random, or so we think, and the targets seem to be young teens at the same school. The killer always leaves a clue in the form of a nursery rhyme. All good creepy shit, right? Okay. So this sets the town on edge, and the lead character, Naomi, has to find out what's going on. Alright, so this movie is pretty bad, but in the most entertaining and ridiculous ways possible. This one really feels like it's unashamed and was embracing its outlandish premise, and I can appreciate it for that. It knew what it was, and it didn't deviate from it. So I like the whole setup of election season. I felt because of that, the killer really could have been anyone, and one candidate played by Jace Bartok has blonde hair, wears a blue suit, white dress shirt, and red tie. I don't know if he's modeled after someone, but he definitely reminded me of you-know-who. I'm just saying. Okay. They do a really good job of throwing you off your trail and making you think who might be the real killer. There's a jealous boyfriend, kooky students, characters that give stank side-eye looks, lip curling, and characters that magically disappear and reappear, secrets, and of course 2 candidates running for mayor who hate each other. Everyone has a motive. So the entire cast was likable, but some of the acting is a bit questionable. And even though this is an ensemble cast, Naomi is the lead, but for some reason she doesn't get much to do. And this also segues to one of the cons that I have. We root for Sidney Prescott in Scream because she's the victim and underdog. That's the case here, but because her scenes are so limited, we really don't get to know much about her, so we only have root for her with our pink pom-poms versus going full out with our high kicks, splits, and twirls. Okay. Alright, let's get to the acting, and let me keep it real with you. When Amy Hargraves shows up, one of the running candidates, her first facial expressions are priceless, yet strangely over the top. I was like, dude, what are you smoking and what movie are you in? The same goes for a cop that keeps sucking a cherry flavored lollipop. I had the same questions for her as well. So I like the lead, and she looks like she just came off America's Next Top Model, but there are many moments when the kills happen and immediately after they have a shot of her screaming like a nut without a driver's license, and it just came out very comical, I'm not gonna lie, and it was hard to take it seriously, but I think that's the tone they were going for. My last gripe is, I was really into everything till the third act reveal. The execution gets completely botched. There's no wow impact at all. And at this point, everything has gone off the rails. It's entered bonkers territory. Certain characters that seem to have logical thinking threw all of it out the window. And it ended a bit flat for me. A lot of the third act moments felt like something I've already seen in other films. There's more than one killer, and the reveal defies all logic. If you're 5'2", there's no way you magically become 6'5". I didn't guess what the killer was, but I was sort of close because certain events occur and doesn't get proper closure. This has a little Scream in it, a little bit of other slashers, and I like the R rating, and they do embrace it on occasion for some of the kills. There's some slight tension here and there, but the kills happen rather quickly, and even the location of some of them seem like horror films that I've already seen in other films, and it did lack a bit of originality, and suspense. So this brings me to my final thoughts, and this gets a 6 out of 10 from me. They really did have me going all the way till we reached the very end, where I feel they kind of shot themselves in the foot and maybe didn't know how to wrap this up the best way possible. I give it credit for just embracing it for what it was. I would say check this out if you're a fan of slasher horrors and need your horror suspense fix. So thank you again for checking out my review. If you like, please subscribe, helps the channel out a lot. Hit that thumbs up button, feel free to share this with your friends, and if you happen to have a movie you'd like me to review, please let me know. I'd be happy to watch and illustrate it for a future video. Thanks again, and I hope the pictures put a smile on your face.